Wait, what's going on in Puzzle 2? As you probably know, Puzzle 2 was released worldwide and became a smash hit, earning over 1.3 billion and continuing to grow in popularity. This success is due to the fact that the movie offers something new that wasn't even in the first installment. New emotions that each of us experience as we grow up. The first part was amazing. But because the main character was a child, not everyone could fully empathize with her. But in the second part, a lot changed as Riley has new emotions that everyone faces and learns to deal with, just like she does in this movie. Overall, this movie is a great experience that I think everyone in the theater should experience, especially for the surprise ending, which was a real surprise. Pixar is at their best once again, but as with any animated movie, Puzzle 2 is no exception. If you pause it, you can find many funny moments. Unnoticeable details that become visible and make you laugh when you stop the movie at certain frames. Characters sometimes look completely unexpected, doing things that were hardly expected in a movie like Puzzle 2. That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. I suggest you take the challenge and try not to laugh while looking at these pause frames from Puzzle 2. It may seem easy, but wait until you see what happens when you pause the movie. At the beginning of the movie, we see emotion enjoying controlling Riley's emotional state. Joy has learned to control herself and control the headquarters of Riley's mind. But that doesn't mean there are no more conflicts, even without the new emotions. Already at the beginning of the movie, Joy and Squeamish are fighting for control of Riley's mind. If you pause this moment, you can spot some funny facial expressions from Squeamishness that instantly bring a smile to your face. For example, look at this. What's going on here? But that's just the beginning. If you keep pausing, you can see her cheeks swell to an incredible size, as if they're about to be sent into space with the amount of oxygen stored in them. Normally, Squeamish is a boring character, but in moments like this, she's just happy to be alive. In the next scene, Riley is trying to get on the hockey team, and to do that, she has to make friends with the popular girls. In this scene, when Riley tries to talk to them, she suddenly becomes very shy. And that's where anxiety comes into play, making her worry about nothing. Anxiety convinces Riley that she should join the popular girls to get on the team, while Joy insists that she stay true to her real friends. But let's not talk about that. We'd rather pay attention to the pause in this moment. When Riley talks to the popular girls, she puffs up her cheeks and looks like a grandmother, or more specifically, like a chipmunk with a mouth full of nuts. And then there's a scene where Joy plays the accordion and looks like one of those meme characters from internet pictures. Later, as the plot progresses, anxiety begins to control Riley's every move. All of her decisions are now made under the influence of her new emotions: anxiety, envy, and shame. However, thanks to Joy's resourcefulness, the emotions return to headquarters and stop anxiety at the most inopportune moment when she throws a panic attack. This makes life very difficult for Riley, until Joy convinces anxiety that she shouldn't be running her life. After that, all emotions are reconciled, but in one of the best scenes of the movie, Joy notices that the control panel has changed and turned orange. She is hesitant to take control of Riley's mind again, but all the emotions encourage her to do so. If you pause the movie at this point, You can see Joy putting her hands on her head and making a funny face reminiscent of the Jackie Chan meme, who is perplexed as to what's going on. After anxiety encapsulates joy and the other emotions, Joy comes up with an escape plan. She chooses Tosca to sneak into the headquarters unnoticed, since Tosca is the quietest of all the emotions and won't draw attention to herself. If you imagine anger in her place, you can only laugh at how he would handle such a mission. At one point, when Tosca is already at headquarters, a pole begins to move that pushes the self-esteem systems away, and anxiety naturally begins to panic. If you pause at this point, you can see her opening her mouth, making an incredibly funny face that looks like a mashup of every meme known. In the final scene of the movie, Riley changes a lot under the influence of the popular company. Her best friend notices that Riley has become very different, as she is now ruled by anxiety rather than her former emotions. In one scene, as Riley tries to fit in with the popular company and neglects her old friends, she makes a grimace that, if paused, would cause a fit of laughter. In this shot, Riley looks like she's consumed something wrong. And in another scene, she resembles the same cat from the meme with the huge mouth, or the guy at the concert who can't contain his emotions either. These pause frames from Puzzle 2 are just incredibly funny.